So it looks like the ongoing feud between Nicki Minaj and Jay-Z is getting very nasty because she just made a shocking revelation about how Jay-Z stole her money and threatened her into silence. Not only that, but it turns out Beyonce isn't as powerful as we thought, and she's actually been getting controlled by Jay-Z all these years, including how she spends her own money. What's even more sinister about this is that Nicki isn't the first person to make allegations like this about Jay-Z. Several people, including Jaguar Wright and Beyonce's ex-assistant, have spilled the tea about how Jay-Z has been keeping Beyonce hostage and allegedly even putting his hands on her in front of the kids. Okay, so as most of y'all already know by now, Nicki has been going in on Jay-Z for a couple days now for apparently trying to sabotage her career and intentionally pulling some strings to stop Lil Wayne from performing at the Super Bowl this year. Even though it's happening in his city, instead Jay-Z selected Kendrick to headline the Super Bowl because he wanted to spite Wayne and get back at Drake and Nicki as well, since he's known for having a silent feud with the entire Young Money crew for some years. Now, Nicki was not here for the politics, and she dragged Jay-Z for file. Some people even tried to warn her to keep her mouth shut since Jay has the power to completely ruin her career. But one thing about Nicki, she's going to say whatever she has to say, whether it's about Jay-Z or Beyonce. There's no limit when it comes to calling people out. She said, "I love watching the whole industry play dumb time after time. The truth is the truth. No matter who tells it, picking and choosing who y'all accept the truth from, then bam pow. I might tell you a joke, but won't tell you a lie," she went on, to accuse Jay of intentionally trying to sabotage Wayne's chances of performing as some form of revenge for her, and Drake not being in his good graces, denying a young black man what he rarely put into this game for no reason but your ego, your hatred for Drake. And Nicki got you punished, and Lil Wayne the GOAT. Eminem stood firm on having 50 Cent come out a white man stuff. Sad. No loyalty, tried to tell y'all, but y'all wanted brunch, got everything in the world. Still spiteful and evil, disgusting. Be happy one dude took, and neither other took the bag. He going to get you dudes in line every effing time. God forbid, if Wayne has to leave this earth right now, the culture would be in mourning. That's why so many people still keep saying to give our legends their flowers while they're still around. To smell them sitting around all day playing games with people. Life and legacy, God ain't sleep. G. Robertson. You will learn that too very soon now. A lot of people were not here for this. Because first off, it's Nicki Minaj saying this. And at this point, it's safe to say everybody and their mama are tired of her always complaining about something, whether it's valid or not. But second, people also didn't like the fact that she was this upset over Kendrick headlining over Wayne, because they felt like she was taking Kendrick's moment away from him and making this about her own personal feud with Jay-Z. But of course, in typical Nicki fashion, she didn't have a care in the world, and she dragged the issue on even more. But this time, she didn't just call Jay out on his politics. She accused him of being a thief, and even dragged Beyonce into it. Now, if y'all remember back, when Tidal was owned by Jay-Z, he signed several artists to be co-owners of the company as well. And these artists included Nicki Minaj, Madonna, Alicia Keys, Wayne, Rihanna, and even Beyonce. All these artists had 1.5% ownership of the company, and they were supposed to promote it to their fans and sometimes exclusively release music on Tidal before releasing it to other platforms. In fact, when Nicki and Beyonce released their hit song, Phil and Myself Jay, first Beyonce to convince Nicki to only put the song's music video on Tidal instead of YouTube so they could drive all the traffic to Tidal. Now, of course, Nicki agreed to this because first off, she owns part of the company, so she was going to be benefiting by this as well. But second, Jay and Bayan were asking her to do it, so she really ain't had much of a choice. However, fast forward to 2021, Jay-Z sold Tidal to Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey for $297 million. He made this deal with Jack Dorsey, see, behind everyone's back. But it was later reported that all of the co-owners of the company were going to be paid $8.9 million for their stake in the company. But this is where things get messy, because during Nicki's recent rant, she revealed that Jay-Z didn't pay her penny and that he just made up those lies about the co-owners receiving $8.9 million so he wouldn't get any backlash for playing in their face and selling Tidal off without their knowledge. Someone on TikTok commented, and everybody who had the 5% got paid, to which Nicki replied, I didn't even get one red penny when no one promoted it more than me outside of Beyonce, lol. So not only did Jay make Nicki and Beyonce promote the company, but from what Nicki is saying, it seems like Beyonce didn't know about the deal either, despite being his wife. I mean, you just cannot make this up. Now, what's even worse is that after Nicki made this known, people began to accuse Jay of controlling Beyonce's money and holding her hostage in their marriage. The reason these rumors went viral on social media is because in the past few years, there have actually been reports of Jay-Z allegedly filling Beyonce up with hard drugs and making her participate in activities she ain't got no business participating.
Why has Jay-Z been coming up with you lately?
Because he's a monster. I waited a long time to see if he would grow a conscience. And the more he pumps down his wife's throat to keep her in a cage.
No, girl. No.
In fact, just a few months ago, Beyonce's ex-bodyguard Uncle RY came out and spilled the tea about how Jay-Z keeps Beyonce under his control by pumping her up with hard substances. Man, yeah, she been on him for a long time, and you keep her that way. And then there was this viral video of Beyonce looking zoned out at a basketball game with Jay. She could barely keep her eyes open and kept slowly swinging her head from side to side to stay awake. Her PR team tried to get ahead of the situation by claiming she was just tired from her rehearsals. But nobody was buying that. And shortly after this, Beyonce's assistant told Media Takeout that Jay was putting his hands on Beyonce. The assistant said seems that for a while he's had a problem with keeping his hands to himself now. I've never seen him just flat out strike B, but too many times have seen him shove and push her. At first, I thought it was just a little horseplay thing between the two. But once I saw how embarrassed B was too, being manhandled in front of me and St. Trope, I realized that it was no joke. I've been Beyonce's assistant and friend for a while now, and I've always wanted to say something, but I never felt like it was my place. He treats Beyonce like she's an object and not a person now. Jay-Z has allegedly been controlling Beyonce's money. And it's not surprising at all, especially considering the fact that Beyonce started messing with him when she was just 18. And that man was pushing 30. However, him allegedly also putting his hands on her was not something anybody was expecting as usual. People had their own thoughts about this, like this person who said Beyonce and gays both need to be exposed, a lot of skeletons in that closet. Another person said Beyonce is involved. She got rid of all the females in hip-hop so she wouldn't have any other competition. All them females could sing so good. And they were so beautiful. Just stop and think about it, people. It all comes together. But now, I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Jay-Z allegedly controlling Beyonce? And do y'all think Nicki is right for putting this on blast? Y'all been knew what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.